Welcome to English MindTalk, where real conversations change the way you think.
I'm Jessie.
And I'm Tom.
Today, we need to talk about something people feel but rarely say out loud. Why do mornings feel like a battle even before the day starts?
That's a strong opening question.
I'm serious. Every morning I wake up and already feel late, even when I'm not late.
You mean mentally late.
Exactly. My alarm rings and my brain immediately says, you're behind everyone else.
Interesting. The day hasn't even begun, but comparison already starts.
Yes, and when people ask, what's your morning routine? I suddenly feel embarrassed.
Because it sounds like everyone else has a perfect routine?
Yes. People say things like, I wake up at 5 a.m., meditate, journal, drink green juice, exercise, read a book.
And you're thinking,
I'm thinking, I checked my phone for 20 minutes and negotiated with my blanket.
that's actually a very honest morning routine.
But it doesn't sound impressive in English conversations.
That's the problem. Many English learners think they need impressive answers instead of real ones.
So you're saying my lazy morning is acceptable English content?
Absolutely. Real English comes from real life, not perfect life.
Okay, but when someone asks, what do you usually do in the morning? I freeze.
Because you start translating instead of remembering your life.
Wait, that's true. I stop thinking about my morning and start thinking about grammar.
And the conversation dies.
Exactly. My brain becomes an English exam.
Let's slow it down. Imagine I ask you right now, what's the first thing you do after waking up?
Honestly, I open my eyes, then immediately question all my life decisions.
That's surprisingly universal.
See, that sounds natural. But I never answer like that when practicing English.
Because learners believe English equals correctness, not connection.
So what should I say?
Start simple. I usually wake up around 7.
That feels easy.
Then continue naturally. I check my phone, or I drink water, or I stay in bed for a few minutes.
Wait, staying in bed counts as a routine?
Of course, a routine is repetition, not productivity.
That changes everything.
Most conversations about morning routines are not about success, they're about relatability.
So nobody actually cares if I meditate at sunrise.
People care if your answer feels human.
Okay, let me try. My morning routine. I wake up, turn off my alarm 3 times, then finally sit up.
Perfect.
Then I check messages even though I know nothing important happened overnight.
Very real behavior.
And then I suddenly feel stressed for no clear reason.
That moment is interesting. Many mornings begin with emotional noise before logical thought.
Emotional noise. That's exactly it.
You can describe that in English too.
Really?
Yes, you can say, sometimes I feel a little anxious in the morning.
That sounds honest, not textbook.
Because real conversation includes feelings, not just actions.
I think that's why morning topics feel difficult. They're personal.
Morning routines reveal how people live when nobody's watching.
Wow, that's deep for breakfast conversation.
And that's why these conversations create connection quickly.
So instead of listing activities, I can describe experiences.
Exactly.
Like, I need coffee before I become a human.
That's excellent conversational English.
Finally, my caffeine dependency becomes educational.
Coffee is one of the most common morning conversation topics worldwide.
Good, because without coffee, I speak 0 languages.
Many people say, I can't start my day without coffee.
That sentence feels powerful.
Because it expresses habit and emotion together.
Okay, let's build a full answer. Ask me again.
What's your morning routine?
I usually wake up around 7. I stay in bed for a few minutes, check my phone, then make coffee. After that, I slowly start my day.
That sounds natural and conversational.
It didn't feel like studying English at all.
That's the goal. English should feel like remembering your life, not constructing sentences.
But why do mornings feel emotionally heavy sometimes?
Because morning is the moment reality returns.
That sounds dramatic.
Think about it. During sleep, there are no expectations.
True.
The moment you wake up, responsibilities reappear.
Emails, work, goals, comparison, everything.
Exactly. That emotional shift is universal.
So when people talk about morning routines, they're actually talking about how they face life each day.
Yes, some people rush, some people move slowly, some people avoid the day.
I feel exposed right now
Why?
because my routine reveals I'm not a morning person.
That's another useful phrase.
I'm not a morning person.
One of the most common English expressions.
I love that sentence already. It feels like self-defense.
It also invites empathy.
Okay, but what about people who wake up happy? Are they real?
They exist, but even they have difficult mornings sometimes.
Good. I was starting to suspect they were fictional characters.
Morning happiness often comes from acceptance, not discipline.
Acceptance of what?
That mornings don't need to be perfect.
That's comforting.
English conversations work the same way. Imperfect answers feel more authentic.
So instead of trying to sound impressive, I should sound real.
Exactly.
Let me try another version. I usually wake up late, rush a little, and promise myself I'll sleep earlier tonight.
That sentence contains honesty, humor, and relatability
I feel like listeners would smile hearing that.
because they recognize themselves.
You know what's funny? My morning mood determines my entire day.
Many psychologists agree with that observation.
If my morning starts calmly, everything feels manageable.
And if it starts with stress,
Then even small problems feel huge.
that's why discussing mornings opens deeper conversations.
I never realized a simple question like, what's your morning routine, could lead to emotional discussion.
Small talk often hides big truths.
So English learners should not underestimate simple topics.
Exactly. Everyday topics create the strongest communication skills.
Okay, new question. What do you usually do in the morning?
Honestly, I wake up early, usually before sunrise.
Of course you do. You sound like someone who owns multiple notebooks.
I do enjoy quiet mornings.
What's the first thing you think about?
Honestly, I listen to silence for a moment.
That sounds peaceful.
Morning silence feels like a reset button.
I think my reset button is coffee.
Different methods, same goal.
Do you check your phone immediately?
No, I try to delay it.
I admire that level of self-control.
It helps protect mental space.
Mental space. I like that phrase.
You could say, I try not to check my phone right away.
That sounds natural and reflective.
Morning routines become interesting when people explain why they do things.
So reasons matter more than activities.
Often, yes.
For example, I drink coffee because I want comfort.
That's meaningful communication.
I think many learners only describe actions. Wake up, brush teeth, ate breakfast.
That sounds like a textbook paragraph.
Exactly. It feels lifeless.
Add emotion and intention. That transforms basic English into real conversation.
Like saying, I take a shower to wake myself up.
Perfect example.
Or I listen to music because it improves my mood.
Now the listener understands you as a person.
I'm starting to realize English conversation is actually self-expression practice.
Language and identity are deeply connected
That explains why speaking English sometimes feels scary.
because you're revealing yourself, not just words.
Wow, mornings and language both expose who we are.
Interesting connection.
But here's something I've never said out loud.
Go ahead.
Some mornings I don't feel motivated at all. I just move automatically.
Many people experience that.
Can I say that in English?
Yes, you can say, some mornings I run on autopilot
That sounds powerful.
because it describes a psychological state clearly.
I love phrases that feel emotional but simple.
Those phrases create memorable conversations.
Do you think people judge others based on morning routines?
Sometimes, society romanticizes productivity,
That explains the pressure.
but authentic conversations reduce that pressure.
So if someone says they wake up at noon, that's still a valid answer.
Absolutely.
English suddenly feels less intimidating.
Because you're no longer pretending.
Okay, but there's one morning moment nobody talks about.
Which one?
That tiny second when you wake up and forget who you are, and then everything comes back.
That moment is strangely emotional.
Yes, it's peaceful and heavy at the same time.
You could describe it as, for a moment, my mind feels blank.
That's beautiful English.
Simple language often carries deep meaning.
I think listeners might realize they felt that too.
Shared experiences create powerful learning.
But let me ask you something honestly.
Sure.
If mornings reveal how we face life, what does it mean when someone keeps hitting the snooze button every day?
That's a very interesting question. Sometimes the snooze button isn't about sleep, it's about hesitation.
Hesitation toward what?
Toward starting the day, toward responsibility, sometimes even toward ourselves.
So hitting snooze means avoiding reality?
Not always avoiding, sometimes preparing emotionally.
That makes me feel less guilty.
Many people think discipline is the opposite of struggle, but often discipline grows from struggle.
I like that idea because every morning I negotiate with life for 5 more minutes.
That negotiation is human.
I used to think successful people jumped out of bed excited.
Some do, many don't.
Really?
Even confident people experience resistance. The difference is how they talk about it.
So instead of hiding it, I can say, I'm slow in the morning.
Exactly. That sentence sounds honest and natural.
I noticed something. When I describe my real morning, I feel more relaxed speaking English.
Because authenticity reduces mental pressure.
Before, I tried to sound impressive. Now I just sound like myself.
And that's when fluency begins.
Fluency is being comfortable being yourself in another language.
That's a beautiful definition.
Okay, new situation. Imagine meeting a coworker and they ask, "How was your morning?"
A very common daily conversation.
My brain usually panics and answers, "Fine."
Fine ends conversations.
I know, but I never know what else to say.
Try adding one small detail. For example, it was a bit rushed, or it was peaceful.
So, emotions again.
Yes, small emotional words invite connection.
Let me try. My morning was slow, but I liked it.
Excellent conversational English.
It sounds simple, but personal.
That's why people continue talking.
I think English learners underestimate small phrases.
Small phrases carry social intelligence.
Social intelligence in morning talk.
Morning conversations often set the tone for relationships.
That explains office coffee talks.
Exactly. People rarely discuss deep topics immediately. They start with mornings, weather, or sleep.
Sleep is another universal topic.
You can say, I didn't sleep well last night.
That sentence feels incredibly human.
Because everyone understands tiredness.
Sometimes I feel closer to someone after just talking about sleep.
Shared vulnerability builds quick connection.
So, morning routine conversations are actually emotional shortcuts.
Yes, they allow safe honesty.
Safe honesty. I like that.
Language becomes easier when honesty feels safe.
You know what I secretly enjoy in the morning?
What?
That first quiet moment before messages arrive.
The world hasn't demanded anything yet.
Exactly. It feels like time belongs to me.
You could say, I enjoy quiet mornings.
That sounds peaceful.
Many English speakers describe mornings using feelings: calm, busy, rushed, lazy, peaceful.
Lazy mornings sound nice.
A very common phrase.
I used to think lazy sounded negative.
In conversation, it often means relaxed.
So I can proudly say, I love lazy mornings.
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm discovering emotional vocabulary, not just English vocabulary.
That's real language learning.
Okay, but here's another truth. Some mornings I feel lonely.
Many people do, especially in quiet moments.
It's strange. The day hasn't started, but emotions already appear.
Morning amplifies thoughts because the mind is clear.
Can I say that? Mornings make me think too much.
That's natural spoken English.
I think listeners might relate deeply to that.
Because mornings remove distractions.
Sometimes I open social media and immediately compare my life to others.
Comparison anxiety often begins early in the day.
Yes, someone already exercised, learned to still, and cooked a perfect breakfast.
And you're still deciding whether to leave bed.
Exactly.
You could express that humorously. I'm still waking up while the world is already productive.
That sounds relatable and funny.
Humor helps reduce comparison pressure.
I notice humor appears naturally after uncomfortable truths.
Humor is emotional balance.
Maybe that's why morning memes exist.
Shared struggle creates shared humor.
Do you think morning routines shape identity?
Yes, they reflect priorities and emotional needs.
Some people need structure.
Others need flexibility.
I think I need gentleness in the morning.
That's a powerful realization.
I rush myself too much.
Many people treat mornings like emergencies.
Even when nothing urgent is happening.
Exactly.
So maybe a better English sentence is, I try to start my mornings slowly.
That sounds thoughtful and natural.
I'm realizing conversations about routines are actually conversations about self-care.
Very often, yes.
When someone says they take a walk every morning, they're not just describing an activity.
They're describing how they protect their mind.
That changes how I listen to people.
Good conversations happen when listening becomes curiosity.
I want to ask deeper follow-up questions now.
Such as,
Instead of, what do you do in the morning, maybe, what helps you start your day?
excellent conversational upgrade.
It feels warmer.
And more meaningful.
English suddenly feels less mechanical.
Because you moved from language practice to human conversation.
I think learners fear silence in conversations,
Silence feels uncomfortable.
especially in English.
But mornings teach us something important.
What?
Quiet moments are not failures, they're transitions.
That applies to conversation, too.
Exactly.
Sometimes after answering about my morning, there's a pause.
Instead of panicking, you can ask back, how about you?
The simplest survival strategy.
Conversation is cooperation.
I love that idea.
Language flows when responsibility is shared.
I feel like I finally understand small talk.
Small talk isn't small. It's social comfort building.
That makes mornings less scary socially.
Yes.
You know, I used to hate mornings because they felt like a restart I didn't ask for.
Interesting phrase.
Every day felt like pressure to become a better version of myself immediately.
That expectation can be exhausting.
Maybe mornings aren't about improvement. Maybe they're about arrival.
Arrival into another day of being human.
That sounds peaceful.
And peaceful thoughts create relaxed English speaking.
I think anxiety blocks language more than vocabulary does.
Absolutely.
When I feel calm, words appear naturally.
Emotional safety unlocks fluency.
So maybe the best morning routine for learning English is simply talking gently.
Gentle practice often works better than intense pressure.
I imagine listeners having coffee right now while listening to us.
That image fits perfectly.
Someone sitting quietly, maybe not fully awake yet,
Listening without effort.
learning without realizing they're learning.
That's the ideal environment for language acquisition.
You always sound scientific when you say things like that.
I try to sound calm, not scientific.
Calm science.
I'll accept that description.
Can we talk about breakfast English?
Of course.
People always ask, what do you usually have for breakfast?
Another common conversation starter.
My honest answer is sometimes nothing.
Then say, I usually skip breakfast.
That feels simple and real.
You can also add reason. I'm not hungry in the morning.
Reasons make answers feel complete.
Yes, they invite understanding.
What about people who cook elaborate breakfasts?
They might say, I enjoy cooking breakfast because it relaxes me.
Again, emotion behind action.
Exactly.
I'm noticing a pattern. English conversation loves motivation words. Because, so, usually, sometimes.
Those words create natural rhythm.
Before, I tried complex grammar. Now simple connectors feel powerful.
Spoken English thrives on simplicity.
I think learners chase advanced English too early.
Advanced communication often uses basic vocabulary deeply.
That sentence deserves to be repeated in life, not here.
Agreed.
Can I confess something?
Go ahead.
Some mornings I don't recognize the person I'm trying to become.
That's a very honest feeling.
I wake up and wonder if I'm moving forward or just repeating days.
Many people experience that quiet uncertainty.
Is there an English way to express that?
You could say, sometimes my mornings feel the same.
Simple, but heavy.
Simplicity allows listeners to fill meaning themselves.
Maybe that's why morning conversations feel intimate even with strangers.
They reveal patterns of life.
Patterns can comfort or trap us.
Exactly.
So here's a question I've been thinking about.
I'm listening.
If someone changes their morning routine, can it actually change how they feel about their life?
Sometimes a small change in the morning changes how a person meets the entire day.
That sounds powerful, but also a little scary.
Why scary?
Because it means the way I start my morning might be shaping my mood more than I realize.
Morning routines are less about productivity and more about emotional direction.
Emotional direction. I like that phrase.
Think about it. The first conversation you have each day is usually with yourself.
Oh, that's true.
Before speaking to anyone else, your thoughts already set a tone.
Mine usually say, wake up, you have too much to do.
That creates pressure immediately.
So if I change that inner conversation, maybe the day would feel different.
Exactly.
That means morning English practice could also be internal.
Yes, talking to yourself in English is surprisingly effective.
I've tried that once. I said, good morning to myself and felt slightly ridiculous.
Many learners feel that at first.
But strangely, it helped.
Because language becomes part of daily life, not separate study time.
So instead of studying English later, I can live English from the moment I wake up.
Simple phrases work best. I feel tired today. I slept well. I need coffee.
Those sentences feel natural enough to think, not memorize.
Exactly.
I think mornings are honest because we don't have energy to pretend yet.
That's why morning conversations often sound more genuine.
No performance, just reality.
And genuine language creates stronger confidence.
You know what I noticed recently?
What did you notice?
When I describe my morning out loud, I understand my feelings better.
Language organizes emotion.
So speaking English isn't only communication, it's reflection.
Very much so.
Maybe that's why people enjoy podcasts in the morning.
They feel accompanied while entering the day.
Yes, like someone is thinking alongside them.
Conversation reduces the feeling of facing the day alone.
That might be my favorite part of mornings now.
What changed?
I stopped trying to win the morning.
And started experiencing it?
Exactly. Some mornings are slow, some are messy, some are peaceful.
And all of them are valid stories.
I used to believe a good morning meant being productive.
What do you believe now?
A good morning means feeling present.
That's a meaningful shift.
I think listeners might feel relieved hearing that.
Because many people secretly feel they're doing mornings wrong.
Yes, social media makes mornings look perfect.
Real mornings are imperfect transitions between sleep and responsibility.
That sentence feels comforting.
Comfort often comes from realistic expectations.
So when someone asks, how's your morning going? The best answer is simply honest.
Yes, honest but simple.
Like, it's been a calm morning, or it's a busy one today.
Exactly.
I realize something now.
What realization?
Talking about mornings is actually talking about energy.
Energy, mood, mindset.
And sometimes hope.
Morning carries quiet hope because the day hasn't fully unfolded yet.
That explains why mornings feel emotional even when nothing happens.
Possibility itself creates emotion.
I never thought English learning could connect to something that deep.
Language learning becomes meaningful when it connects to lived experience.
I feel like today's conversation changed how I see mornings.
How so?
Instead of asking, am I productive enough, I might ask, how do I feel today?
That question invites awareness instead of judgment.
And awareness makes speaking easier.
Because you're describing reality, not performing ability.
You know what's funny?
Tell me.
The topic sounded simple, morning routine.
Yet it revealed identity, emotion, and self-understanding.
That's probably why everyday English topics matter so much.
Everyday language carries extraordinary meaning.
I think listeners now have permission to talk about their real mornings.
And real conversations always sound better than perfect ones.
If someone listening right now feels slow or unmotivated this morning,
They're not alone.
and they already have enough English to describe their life.
Exactly.
Maybe fluency begins the moment we stop hiding ordinary experiences.
I agree.
I want to try one last answer.
Go ahead.
I'm not perfect, but they help me start again.
That sounds thoughtful and deeply human.
I think that's my new favorite sentence.
It captures acceptance without pressure.
You know, mornings used to feel like a test.
And now?
Now they feel like a conversation.
A conversation with the day.
And maybe with ourselves, too.
Exactly.
I imagine someone waking up tomorrow, making coffee, and casually saying in English, I'm taking my time this morning.
That small sentence could feel like confidence.
Not perfect English, just real English.
Real English is memorable because it reflects real life.
I think I finally understand why conversations matter more than lessons.
Conversations stay with people longer.
Because they feel lived, not taught.
Exactly.
Funny how a morning routine turned into something emotional.
Ordinary topics often open extraordinary reflections.
I feel calm now.
That's a good way to end a morning conversation.
Not energized, not motivated, just calm.
Calm is underrated.
Maybe the best mornings aren't loud victories.
Maybe they're quiet beginnings.
I like that.
Me too.
Tomorrow morning, I think I'll wake up and simply notice the moment instead of rushing past it.
That sounds like a meaningful routine.
And if someone asks me about my morning,
What will you say?
I'll say it was simple, but it felt good.
That's a perfect answer.
You know what?
What?
I think someone listening needed this conversation today.
I think so too.
Sometimes we don't need advice. We just need to hear that our ordinary life is enough.
And mornings remind us we always get another beginning.
A quiet chance to try again.
One day at a time.
One morning at a time.